welcome to your May 2022 reading. Shout out to all the May Geminis. If your birthday is in May and you're a Gemini, please make sure you like this video so I can see, my May Geminis popping up in the building. I know most Geminis are June, but I want to see the ones that are in May. So let's go ahead and see what's going on. I am going to do a specific spread for you guys. I'm going to do the Celtic spread. Celtic cross, sorry. Alright, so we're going to get some details. This is probably going to be a longer type of reading, but you can already see what it is before me, so it'll be alright. Alright, okay. Oh, we got the Chariot at the base of the deck here. So overcoming something is the theme. Overcoming. You're showing up as the King of Cups. Okay. So you have the King of Cups, which means that you are becoming very, very close with your spiritual nature and your spiritual guides and, ancestors and your mentality when it comes to spirituality, all of that good stuff. So you're becoming very acquainted with that and you're mastering that connection. You're owning that connection. You're very aware of that connection that you have with spirit. Some of you could also be a relationship, but on a deeper level, it's about spirit, because when you are able to connect with spirit, it will trickle down into your relationships with other people. You start to find the right people, etc. So that's how you're showing up. What's crossing you is the Princess of Pentacles, and I have a feeling it's a person. I'm going to pull an extra card for this. Okay, so Princess of Pentacles, let me show you guys the right way. So I feel like it's a person, right? I feel like it's somebody that you've had your eye on for quite some time. What is this Princess of Pentacles? I feel like someone's going, yeah, that's the one. That's the one. But I don't know what that means. Okay, Princess of Pentacles. And then Princess of Wands in reverse. So some of you haven't started this relationship with this person. Oh, okay, so it's the opposite of what you're used to. So this is a person who's the opposite of what you're used to. And so things are completely shifting for you. You're realizing what you want. You realize what you don't want. And so now you're able to know what you do want in your day-to-day life. Does that make sense? So this can show up as another person that you're trying to pursue or realizing what you want in a mate. Or this could show up as you, how you're dealing with life and what you're doing in your day-to-day, situations. Okay, so I see you. So this is what's happening presently. So let's see where, what's the base of this? Where's this stemming from? We got Four of Wands in reverse. Okay, so a lot of you had a separation within your home. Also, you could have had it used to be picture perfect, but then something happened and now you guys are not together, being a family member or a relationship. Also, you realized what you did not want when it comes to structure. You had to tear down the structure of what you thought you wanted within your passion, within your relationships, your family. Everything that you thought you knew, yeah, it's a relationship. So everything you thought you knew when it came to what you want in a marriage or a relationship, all of that had to change. You thought you had found your soulmate, and maybe you did find a soulmate, but you didn't find your twin flame. And so now you know what you need, what you want, etc. So this is where all this is coming from. So you know exactly what you don't want. So you don't know exactly what you do want, but you know what you don't want, okay? So what's crowning you, so what's going over your head right now, we have the Prince of Swords in reverse. So this is probably a person. And I feel like it's a negative fly. Like imagine, how like flies come and you go like that and it just goes away. That's how your thoughts are, your negative thoughts. So they're not like super big, but if you let it linger and it gets all over your food, it's not a good thing. But as soon as you go, I don't want to deal with that, it goes away. You have some little negative Nancy's either around you or in your own mind that you have to learn how to deal with. I felt okay. So what I'm getting is that it's your other side of yourself, Gemini. It's the other twin. It's that side. So whatever the other side of you that makes you do the bad things, or it makes you question yourself, or it makes it to where you're not able to be in the moment. The very airy side of you. Not Aries, but the air-like dynamic of you. That side of the twins is coming out. And it kind of goes back in, but then it comes back out again. And I think it's a masculine aspect of yourself, whether you're a male or a female. It's masculine, so it comes out like it's logical. Like, it makes sense what's coming out, but at the same time, you're like, but that's not, we don't need to make logical sense, because this is about love. I need to just feel, does this feel right? Not make, you know, see how it looks on paper. You know, it's like, I need to feel it. You're having kind of a battle. I need you to learn how to really tame this logical side, especially at this time of the year, because you're the King of Cups right now. Whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. It's just an aspect of your personality. So a lot of your intuition and a lot of you being kind-hearted to yourself and also others, and to be able to feel and to have that spiritual connection is what's important, not what's on paper, okay? So where you're coming from is the sun. It doesn't really get much better than that. So you've been going through some really beautiful moments, and I think life has been great for you. It almost seems as if for some of you it's too good to be true. You're like, is something bad about to happen? Yeah, we have the Ace of Swords. Okay, so illusion. Okay, so I'm seeing illusion. You weren't impatient. It's almost like you were a part of something that you should have left a long time ago, but you did. So it's like, okay, it's fine. You weren't rushing to do it though. So this was, you left something that was in your life for quite some time, and I'm thinking it has something to do with this relationship that was showing up in your household. So it's like you were moving out of that, and it was good, and now you're just kind of like, okay, well, now I have the truth, and it's like, okay, whatever. It's not really anything here nor there. But this is important. Even though you feel that way, it's important because it's what you wanted. You wanted to not know the truth. You wanted to be kind of like blinded by the light, okay? So this is what you're coming out of. And this is not to bash you or anything. Like, you're doing fine. But I think some of you were okay with being a little naive about a situation. Moving towards the future, you do have the Four of Swords, which means you are going to need to take a break from people. And some of you may be kind of, you know, getting a lot of downloads from Spirit. The Four of Swords can be a tough cookie, in my opinion, but it doesn't have to be. You know, there's a lot of good news that comes with the Four of Swords, because you get to sit down and rest, okay? So either you need to rest, or you will have a time when you have to rest. But being that you're connected to Spirit at this time, you can bet your bottom dollar that Spirit is going to be giving you some very vital information that you can use, okay? So understand that. But you have to sit and be quiet in order to get that. That's what the Four of Swords talks about. Taking a rest so that you can actually receive messages, okay? So you will be receiving messages. What is the message going to pertain to? Let's see. Because I think you were avoiding the truth, and now, like in the past you were avoiding the truth, but now you're not on pause anymore. You know, now you have to get this information. Now you got to stop, you know, being the victim, or now you got to get up and go. Now, not physically, right? Because we have the Four of Swords. Four of Swords is about relaxing. I know this is going all over the place, but just bear with me. So you're going to physically sit down, but mentally, you're going to allow yourself to receive. You're not going to block off the messages. You're going to allow yourself to receive. You're going to receive the connection, the signal, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, Princess of Swords. Because there's something that Spirit wants you to overstand. It wants to give you the blueprint. It wants to give you the plan so that you can actually execute whatever you're trying to do. What is it that you're trying to do, though? Because it looks like this is very serious. What are you trying to do? Spirit really needs you to understand the message that they're trying to give you, because it's like it's a part of a bigger plan or something like that. Okay, what is Gemini supposed to do? Ace of Cups in reverse. They want you to, okay, so they want you to feel an old connection. They want you to feel uncomfortable about a connection. Okay, so there's a connection around you that I still feel like you're being a little naive about. They want you to be able to feel for yourself if it's the right thing. But the messages will come throughout Spirit. But you have to still do the work yourself. So like, okay, Spirit flows through you. You've been blocking Spirit. So Spirit will try to come through and then you block it off. So Spirit can give you all the messages, but if you block it off, you're not going to receive it. So Spirit is like, look, just sit down. Let's have a little talk. Let's talk about what's going on. we need to talk about this situation, this relationship, this, you know, connection that you have. It doesn't have to be romantic, but for a lot of you, it could be. It could even be somebody that you're comfortable with that feels like family. We need to talk about this. We need to get to the bottom of it. What exactly is the problem? I'm not gonna lie, I kind of feel like it makes sense why the Prince of Swords is here, because it's kind of like that's that thing that's been trying to tell you, like, okay, you don't have to be logical about it, but you might want to re-look at this connection that you have. What's the problem? Queen of Swords and the Fool in reverse. Something about being naive. Foolish? Or it could be saying that being negative is foolish. Like you being a pessimist about the situation could be foolish. Or it can make it to where you're, I don't know what that is. Let's see. The Lovers. So more of your energy is coming up. So it could be saying that you're being foolish, or it could be saying that your negativity towards a connection is foolish. So you have to kind of know your situation. You also have to sit down with Spirit. Yeah, we got 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Something isn't stable. Something isn't what you think it is. Okay? Or you could be missing out on something good. That's the thing. It's a back and forth situation. So I'm not going to try to decipher this, because I truly feel like it is for you to understand. Once you sit down with Spirit, it's going to make a lot of sense to you. But however you connect to Spirit, do that. If you do readings, do that. If you have a reader, contact them, or you can contact me for a reading. If you meditate, do that. Whatever you do to connect to Spirit, do it, because there's a message. You have a message from Spirit, and I know that sounds so like, girl, but no, seriously, Spirit has something to tell you. So however you connect, and remember, you're at your height of connection with Spirit right now. Okay, so Gemini, take this time. Don't let this month pass you by without getting your message, because you're going to miss your blessing. All right, so that's your reading. Happy birthday to all of my May Geminis. And for also, you know, June is coming up, so happy early birthdays to all you guys. I'll see you here next month or next week, or, you know, for whatever video that I choose to make. So yeah, make sure you subscribe so that you actually get the notification of when I post. And I'll see you soon. Bye.